Hi guys, my name is Kimberly and welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be doing some cute little adorable Christmas ornaments. I buy a lot of my ornaments I buy from the stores, but there's some pieces that I wanted and I was searching for. I had it in my mind, but I couldn't find them. And when I did find some of the pieces, they were so expensive, like $15, $20, and as if I was lucky enough to even find anything in the ballpark, because you know how it is. You have a picture in your mind how you want your tree, but then you just have to go and find the ornaments and everything to do that. And I couldn't, not for reasonable prices, so I thought, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do my own. And I'm going to show you a couple examples of what we're going to work on today. It's going to be so much fun. It's so easy to do, and it's a lot of fun. And they're super cute, guys. They are adorable. This is one example, the little princess gown. You can think of it like Cinderella, princess, fairy, magical. I just love it. It is the little dress. It is so cute. And I thought these would be perfect for my tree. And I couldn't find anything like this for, you know, within my price range that I was willing to spend on an ornament. So I was like, you know what? I can make some things really cheap. Guys, you guys can make this. There's so many things you can use, and it's so simple too. And let me show you this other example as well. This one right here is the white and the silver, and this one has a little touch of blue underneath. I did this one blue, and this one was the pink underneath, so you'll see a slight pink. But it is so cute. And right here, this one, what you'll notice the difference is, right here when I first did this, I thought, you know what? This is cute, but you can see the sides too, so I still have to add a little piece right here. I went ahead and added this little piece of this rhinestone that you can get from the Dollar Tree on the side, so it gave it more of a custom tailored look. And then I had one of my viewers on it was my bling box, and this is when I showed a couple of these examples of ornaments that we was going to do, and she left an idea, a tip, which I was so cute. Because I told in my video that I still needed to add the little pieces. I don't know what I was going to use, if I was going to use ribbon or if I was going to use wire or what I was going to use. And she said, well, you can get wire and just make a little clothes hanger, so that way you can use that to hang it up, and it will look like it just came off, you know, out of the closet, and you can hang it on a tree. And so I thought, I was like, okay, I have plenty of wires. So I went ahead and I made this. I did a little quick. I didn't try to do it perfect or anything like that. This cute little clothes hanger. So instead of having a hook like this right here, because I was going to use different style hooks, this is just a little thin little thread, you can go ahead and attach this, let me see if I can hold it here, to your dress, and look how cute that is. It does. It looks like, I'm trying to hold this little wire, this little string out of the way. It looks so cute. It looks like it just came out of the closet and it's on this little hanger. So thank you for tips like that. And I always appreciate that. So if you guys have any brainstorm some ideas and things like that, go ahead, feel free to leave them in the comments below, because I always read the comments, every single one of them. But these are so cute, guys. So we're going to play around, experiment, and make one of these cute little ornaments that anybody can do, and it is so affordable. The things you can use for this, first of all, you can take something like plastic, you know, like from just say a margarine lid, and cut out a design if you prefer plastic, and go ahead and to cut out your design and paint it and stuff like that. Or you can use cardboard, your cereal boxes, the boxes you know from the toys from the Christmas time. You're gonna have all kinds of plastic, all kinds of cardboard. So I thought I'd just use cardboard, because by the time I paint it, and then I put some of and much glue as I use, the edges are sealed, everywhere is sealed, so it's not going to come apart. It's not, the water is not going to be likely to, like if you live in a damp environment, to, you know, to mold it or mildew it. It kind of seals it, and you can actually take Mod Podge or any kind of spray sealer and go over it first before you decorate. You can do that as well. So what you need to do is find some, they have a lot of free sketches and things like that that you can go to. You can type in free, let's just say a free castle. You want a picture of a castle or outline, and you can get that if you're not good at drawing, or you can just draw your own. So I did a combination of both. So you go ahead and you use any kind of cardboard that you have, and I was trying to show you. I just grabbed any random. This was happened to be in a packaging box, so I just grabbed a little cardboard like this, and make sure you don't include this part right over here. Try to find the smooth parts. Now, the thicker cardboard will be a little bit harder if you're going to get into the grooves of things, so that's why I used this, and I bought this. Scissors, especially how much detail, depending on the detail that you have, you're going to have a hard time getting into the nooks and crannies. So you can pick up one of these, and you can make scissors work. You just have to have a simplified design. But I just happen to use this right here. I'm using from Walmart, some ribbons. There's ribbons also I've used some from the Dollar Tree. So there's a lot of this that you can get at the Dollar Tree. In fact, this, what was it? This right here was from the Dollar Tree right here. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, these little gems. The little rhinestone, I'm going to show you these little knife rhinestones. That is Dollar Tree as well. And you can get them in different colors, as you see. So they're very affordable. So you're just using the cardboard. You can use scrap fabric. You can use ribbon. Dollar Tree has a ton of different, especially now with the Christmas, if you're doing Christmas ornaments. This would make cute little decorations all year round. But they have all kinds of pretty ribbon for their Christmas in their Christmas section. So I just grabbed a few. I didn't know what I want to use. So what I usually do is just stack a bunch of different type of ribbons, different textures, and it's fun to just layer them. So that I could have layered these out more and made them look even more poofy, but I just thought that would be good enough. So you draw your outline, and then you paint it, and you don't have to do a great job, because the only part that's going to be seen is this little top part and this bottom part. But what I advise is using rhinestones down here on the bottom part section, rhinestones or these gems. I got this big thing of acrylic, let's see, these big things of these acrylic jewels, 1 pound. It was at Walmart, and it'll last you guys forever, so that's a good stock item to have on hand. So we're going to go ahead and get on into this. This is one of, I have about four different kinds. A couple of these I thought was cute. I seen on the internet, and then I thought, you know what, I just made a little bit fancier ones on my own. So we're going to go ahead and start off with this one right here. And then I was trying to debate on material. So here's what you can do. Now I can use a single, but as you see, it's kind of frayed, but it doesn't matter because it's just a little. And you take it, and you kind of judge how long you want it. I like it to go either be the same, like meet at the bottom of the dress, or extend a little bit beyond that. And then you want to, around the waist, you kind of want to tuck it in. And then this part right here, you decide how, okay, like you can pull it in tight if you want to, or you can bring the ends out a bit, make sure it stays tight there, and you can bring the ends out like that, and that's what I like to do. And so I get a little, this is way too much, I was just showing you an example of some of this, and we can wrap things like this around there, and you could think you can use that thing like this right here, this type fabric that you get on a roll for $1.98, super cheap at Walmart. You can also buy it for $1. You don't get as much, but you can get $1 at the Dollar Tree. So you just try to decide what fabric you want, and then this right here I'm doubling up. You don't have to. The reason why I'm doubling this up is because I want it to be a little bit fuller, and because the ends look better that way without me having to go in and use some glue and trying to hem it. So I'm just piecing together some things. Now here is a tip. When you're making this, now you see where this edge is here. What I like to do with some of these pieces is kind of like guess where it's going to go, and kind of make it come to a point. So I'll need a little bit more. Make it go into a point at the back. So if I was to bring both over here, okay, remember, if I want a point right here in the middle, like like this. Then I'll cut off this excess right here. You will need glue sticks and, of course, a glue gun, which I did not plug in, but this was pretty quick. You will need scissors and whatever kind of embellishments you can use, beads, sequins. It's just so, you can just use so many different things. It's fun. But what we're going to use, I like to put on the underneath, I am going to go with a little shear, and this is what I mean. You can either do it 2 tails or 1 tail, either way, or you can just cut it off and don't worry about it. I think I put this on here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, like that. And I wrap the top around. And then you kind of judge where you want to how you want to be, how you want to go. Sometimes you'll have to cut off a little bit of the excess and how far you want to take it up there. And I like to put it up right about like that. And the kind of one with the wire in it is really nice to use. So I think I'll do double. I could just do, we'll go ahead and just do the single. I'll have it cut. And then you can just experiment, like, okay, if I want that to be my first layer, the first thing you do before you do any gluing is to kind of layer things on top of each other and just hold it, just to get it doesn't have to be perfect, just to get it, see how I put this layer on top of that. And then, I don't know, this is my new material, I don't know how this will work. We will layer this on there to see, because I don't know if I want to use this or a different kind. That's actually cute, but if I use that, just ignore this. This is how you decide which layers you want. So right now I'm showing you what I do, my process. No, I don't have it all mapped out perfect, because I'm going to show you how I brainstorm, because nobody just goes and sits and the first time, well, I mean, yeah, you can do that, but not me. And then I put little things like that on there, and I'm thinking, okay, well, that's cute. And you can also have more of this ribbon here. You can do layers, like, okay, I have a layer there. I think I want to do another. You can just guess what another layer would look like. So, and now remember, this top isn't done yet, so we're focusing on this right here because we don't know how far up we're going to go, what we're going to need. But I can do like a few layers of this if I wanted to. That would be cute. But I think I want to use this on my other style. I have another style dress that I'm going to be using. So that is actually really cute. One of my favorite materials, I love this look right here of this. And I love the other white ribbon, and it goes with this right here. It's so cute. But I'm just going to go and just see. Because the more you layer it, and just make sure that each time you kind of fan it out. If you want a tighter look, you can do the tighter look. But I mean, I'm just going, and even that right there is super cute. You can put little gems in this dress right here and make the edges more finished by using the little rhinestone gems and everything. But I mean, that is actually really cute, just like that. I do like that. I'm just seeing with my others. I have that one, but it doesn't have this. So this is a little more full. And this one is super cute. I love the way on this one here, we have the white over, and we have the silver showing through here. So I thought that was really cute, the way that silver peeks out there. So on this one, we just might just do that look right there. And then what I do is you can try to guess how much you're going to need of the material, and you can cut it off then. But sometimes when you're doing layers, you might decide, like, okay, I like this bottom layer here, but let me go ahead and try to see what this layer looks like here, and then put the silver layer over it. Oh, that is super cute too. Okay, we have that layer. Now we're going to go with, I didn't pre-cut because I don't want to waste any of this ribbon, and if I get the wrong size, then some of these I know I'm going to be using right there because I'm going to be making more of these, so those are cut. But I was just going to show you how to make this one, but I thought, you know what, maybe we should make a different one. So I want this one to come down lower, and I want this to come up higher. Just playing around, and maybe if I just actually put the silver on top. That is really cute. I don't know if I want it on top. Okay, I know I want this on the bottom, so we're just going to go ahead and start. We're going to put this on the bottom, and it doesn't have to be perfect because this is going to be multiple layers, and you want the layers, and you can trim up the layers later on, and you want them showing through. So you find out where you want it, you kind of like hold it, and then that way when you get your glue gun, you can go ahead and just add the glue. Be careful of this with the sheer material. You kind of don't want to get your fingers in there because that does get pretty hot. And the only thing I don't, you can use what I suggest using a glue that dries quick and fast for this, so it makes it easier. That's why I'm using hot glue, and also the hot glue, it actually, after it dries, as much glue as I use on some of these projects, like this right here, I like it because it adds another, like a, almost kind of like a rubber coating to this along with the beads, and so it further protects it, and it turns that cardboard, instead of being real easy to bend, it turns it stiff, which is great. So now we're just going to put a little dab of glue right there to hold that down there. But on some of these I put like a layer of gems underneath here, and I don't know if I want to do that with this one or not. That would be the first step if you was going to. I think this one I was going to skip, but then again, you guys might want to see that done. Maybe I'll go ahead and just put a thin little layer of the gems right here, just so you guys can see. So you get you some gems out. You can use this along the bottom as well, if that's what you want to do. But I like to take these the little acrylic jewels, and spread them out. Now the one I have is different sizes, and you can mix and match them if you want. And then you go ahead and you put you some glue, and you're going to work fairly fast. And just worry about the strings later. They drive me bonkers, guys. I'm not kidding. They really do. And just line it up on there. It doesn't have to be perfect because this is going to be hidden. But say you have this ornament high on the tree where you can actually see under the skirt, which is not very ladylike, but I'm just joking. But so that way you will have a little bit of bling there, and it doesn't have to be perfect because this part right here is just under the skirt, and we are just going to add just a little bit of bling. And if you do a shorter skirt, then this is great to do, or if you just like the extra bling sparkling through. And so then you have it like that. And what you can do also, one thing I'm interested in is just covering this little bottom section right there of the cardboard. See the bottom cardboard? Okay, now there's a challenge to do this. Now when you have a real thin cardboard, it's going to be a little bit harder to do. You can still do it, but I have a dark cardboard that's not real thick, but it's not real thin. And take and cut this down to a single layer. This is the stuff that I got from Dollar Tree. And you just hold that there for a minute. And we are going to go ahead and we're going to add this. And you can pre-cut it once you know the size that you want. But because this has little grooves in it, I couldn't just measure it straight across. So it was just an extra piece I had there. So we are going to go, and what I do, see, hold it out about like that. If you don't want these tails, you can cut those off later on, but I like them. So you guess by pulling it out, and then when you wrap it, see how that kind of meets right there? So what I can do is just go a little bit in, and you don't have to be like that. You can just wrap it anyway. So I like it there, and then I take this right here and wrap it on that waist, and then I just guess where I want it. Doesn't have to be perfect, because this is just layers. And then you can just, if you like, you can just go ahead and cut it like this, so you're in the ballpark. And then you can go ahead and trim it up later. But then we're going to bring this a little further in, so it's going to be like a multiple little. So I think that's really cute. So that's what we're going to do, guys. You can actually do this and have that come down in the front if you like that look better. But I like it coming down in the back. So if you like it the front, just do it opposite, and it will come down in the front. So then you just kind of put it where you want it. And I think I want mine right about there. And then you go and get your handy dandy glue gun. And just make sure the first one you come in contact with some cardboard, at least on a piece of it. The rest you'll be going in here, but at least get a little piece on a cardboard if you can. If not, just make sure you really glue it good so it doesn't come, especially when you're dealing with shear, so it doesn't come undone later. So I'm just going to put a couple little dots right there just to get it in there. And then I'm just going to bring it over to about right there. So that's really cute. We can always trim this up later. If the wire kind's to have the ribbon with the wire in it, that's really handy at the bottom. But this doesn't, but this does. So it's really cute. But that is actually cute. I'm really liking this, the way it's turned out. You can take this later and go along, depending on how much you want to fool with it. You can put this around the edge of your skirt, and that would be cute, or like right down in here, and add little details of these gems. I have all kinds of gems. I got those kind of gems. I got these kind of gems. That would be so cute along the bottom. I think that would be cute, or anywhere, even as the waist. You can do a little waist like that. See how cute that is? So there's all different things. Or you can just take these gems and just, on one of mine, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these gems and I'm just going to glue it all over there. But I'm just doing this one for now. So now let's play around with this. Let's move these out of the way. And we have this one here. And you could just do this is the silver over. So that's what's so great about playing with this. You can really go over this and just custom, like that is really cute, right? Just like that. That's cute. I do like it showing, but see, if you use this sheer on top of it, it gives it a lot of dimensions. And you can actually go shorter each one, or you can make it like a ballerina, or it look just like a gown. So I'm liking the look of this right here. Now this right here, this type, do you see how it's real spread out? This crisscross. You got to make sure you really get that in there. So I'm just making sure I have this down on here good. I know I could I'll just take out a lot of parts of this video, but I'm having a lot of fun talking to you guys while I'm doing this. I think it's so much fun. Now I'm going to put a little belt on her, and I'm going to And if this ever comes up too far, or you have some little pieces sticking out, you can just go and just trim the little pieces. And then we're going to add a little bit of glue right through here. And we're going to go too wide. There are the little gluey things. Oh my goodness. And then what we'll do is we're going to wrap it around, kind of bring it in. See? Looks really cute. So just go around and add some glue. I'm in the process of making a light to hang above my craft area, so that way when I'm filming it's going to be directly, instead of from the sides, it's going to be directly above, and that's really going to improve the whole filming experience. And just go ahead and add some glue there too. And then you push it down. And see, that is super cute. Now, this right here, if you don't have the wire kind that has this little piece where it's finished, put on, if you're going to do another layer, put it on before you do this. But see, since this part right here is like that, I like the look of that going right up. I want to see that. So if you don't have this wire kind, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and do it just like this. I could just leave this one like that, actually. I don't know. Okay, well, we'll think about that, and we're going to go ahead and grab some more gems out. So we are just going to go ahead here and add our little gems. I don't know if I have room to do too wide there or not. No, I think I'll just do one and one, and I'll use the other to go over it. So right now we're just going to go ahead and add the little acrylic jewels, so it's fun. And so I'm just putting glue down, and just, you can overlap these in certain areas. If it's not going to cover what you want and you don't have enough room, overlap them. It looks cute. It really does. It gives a dimension. Don't be afraid to overlap. So we did that. Now we are going to, I'm going to take my diamond wrap, and I'm just going to cut a little bit, whatever you feel comfortable working with, off. Doesn't have to be a lot. You can just, if you just want to work with a little inch at a time, you can do that. Now I want to go around here, around the sides, so I go to where the belt is, and just go around there a little bit. Make sure you have the right side up, because I've actually wasn't paying attention and put the other side down before. And my nails are getting messed up from all this glue. But we don't care. We're not here for the nails. We're here for the cutest little ornaments. So I'm just pushing it in there. And then you can see where you need to cut it off at. Wait till it's a little bit dry. Like I'm going to go ahead and do it now, but normally I wait a minute or two, so I know that when I cut it off it's not going to pull it up. But we're doing a video, guys, so we kind of like got to get in there and do this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and glue this little one down. And I'm notorious for adding extra glue, but as long as you just push it toward the back, it doesn't matter. And it's your option if you want to decorate the back or not. Got that in there. But if you want to decorate the back, as far as like putting the gems on there, it will give it some extra strength. If you have plenty of gems, like I do, go ahead and do the back too. But That is so cute. We're going to give that a second to dry. Now I am going to show you, okay, since this is pink, you can use any kind of wire. They got, if you don't have wire, they have some wire, like floral wire and different kinds of wire at the Dollar Tree and Walmart's. You can get it for 98 cents for, you go over in the jewelry department where they have the beads, and it's really, really super cheap. So what we're going to do for fun right now, we might embellish this. We might add little gems or something here too. I don't know. We are going to make a little coat hanger. And don't even worry about being perfect. Just make a little loop, okay? Bring it around. Now you can make whatever size you want. You can worry about being perfect and all that, but this is just a hook, and it's just going to be a basic coat hanger. So I'm going to bring it out this way. You figure out how far out you want it. And we might go a little bit further out. About like that. Turn that around. You can make it any size you want. And you just shape it any old way. You can give it a little curve if you want, or make it straight, or it doesn't matter because you're not going to see that. But for those perfectionists that really stuff like that gets to, and then you just pick a little point right about where that starts, and you go and wrap it around, and then you can bend this there. What I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to cut it off, because working with all this excess wire is driving me bonkers. But since you don't know what size you want, I just left it on the thing, and then you can go and if you want to make it, if you're worried about it being perfectly straight or curved or whatever, you can go in, and if your tree, depending on your tree, you may need a bigger hook, but this works on my little tree I got at Walmart, so this works fine. You can just use a table or anything to make it straight at the bottom, and then you use your little pliers of any kind, just if you don't want any pokies out. But if you twist around there and you cut it enough, close enough, then you don't have to worry about it. So this is just a basic little clothes hanger right here that we can just put. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that on there. So it depends on which way you want it. I have to do it this way, or otherwise it'll just drive me bonkers. So what you can do is you can kind of look where you have it, where you want it, and do it like that. And if you have to make some adjustments to your coat hanger, say it's not just fitting up exactly how you want, like that would work for me. But if you want to make sure you have plenty enough wire on there, then I just adjusted it. And just look how it looks in the front. So we want to bend this a little bit further in, like that up top. The bottoms doesn't matter because it's not going to be seen. And then you hold it up and say, okay, well, I like the way that looks right there. If you want that wire right there for the coat hanger showing through, bring it up some. If you don't want it showing and you just want the top part of the coat hanger showing, then bring it down. So I kind of want it slightly shown, just slightly. So that looks good for me. Now I'm just going to add the glue so you can adjust it. Like I wanted a little piece of mine showing. So I'm going to adjust it. And here's what you can do. You can take your gems and you can add a little bit of extra glue if you want to make sure that's on there good. And you can just randomly pop a little gem there right over that edge, just so you know that it's going to be on there good. But that is an unneeded step. You don't have to. That is just what I am doing. But see, I have all this glue in my fingers and it wants to stick to my fingers so bad. Look. Oh my gosh, this is irritating. But I do love the quickness and the texture that it adds and the protection to the cardboard. You can use plastic as well. So we'll get the little glue stringies off. Guys, isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, it's cute. And then what you can do also, now this is an added step, you do not have to do this. I'm just having fun, guys. This is so much fun. Let's just put a few, see what this would look like. I wonder if we could put, I'm just playing, guys. I'm playing now. Now, if you want to, you can always fold that in, like if you want a more of a straight look, you can fold those in and you can glue that down. Use fabric glue if you got. Dollar Tree has fabric glue too, but I'm going to leave that there because I like that hanging down like that. And you could just add a bunch of random. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to sit it here, show you what it look like. You can just put some random little gems like this all over her or the dress. That actually looks really cute. Or you don't have to put it on this part. If you don't want to put it on this part, you don't have to. I think we're going to leave that part. But like if we had a couple little random gems like that. See how that's cute? If you want more bling, that is. Some people like a lot of bling. Like sometimes I like a lot of bling and sometimes I like it simple. I know, saying I like it simple, that's just like, what? Who is she? So you can add these little gems just spaced out if you want to add a little bit. In fact, I think that's what we're going to do, guys. We're just going to experiment together and just see what we come up with. It looks good just simple without these gems. But since I've never added gems to one, we're going to do that. Oops, I didn't put it on the right spot. But these glue, that's what's taking so much time. You can put it to the back of the gem and then put it on the dress if you want. It's because when you're holding it away from your eyes, but it's kind of hard to see, but I have to do it this way because we're on camera. We're on camera, and so you guys got to be able to see. I'm going to put a big gem down here. So that's cute. Guys, this is all optional. Don't have to do this. Because when you have thin material like this, I will warn you, guys, you're going to have a lot more of those little glue strings. But this is fun and this is cute. We're going to put one right here. I can't tell if I put glue on there or not because this is so shiny. I think I did. Yeah, it stuck, so apparently I did. I'm going to put one down here. Yeah, you don't have to do this. I thought it'd be neat to have one like that. Just having fun putting little gems. This is how I do a lot of my projects. I will experiment. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I like it, and I do. Sometimes like, well, no, that's okay for the one, but that's all I want. But I really like this. Okay, I got glue. I wonder if I was to put, you know what, I think if I was to put lotion on my fingers, on my hands, before I actually, because my hands are rough right now, I think that would not stick as bad. Put a little medium one right here. One more and I'm done, guys. Got two of them up. These. Look at that. If that is so adorable. You guys can go and take this trim, which I'm not going to do because I like it like just like this. I don't. you could take this trim and you can go around the edges. Okay, well not with 3. With 1 or 2, you can go around the edges of this dress, and that would look really cute. And you can also go 2 down the side like that to give it a finished, and like that. So that would be really cute, and that would add extra bling. But I'm going to leave this one just like this. So cute with a little, with the little, oh goodness, the little clothes hanger. See the little clothes hanger? Now all you have to do is, after it's all dry, pull off all the little wickies, and you can cut some of them off. Look how cute that is. That is so cute. Let me see here. So that is adorable. And then we have this blue one right here. And then we did this one right here. And this is the one we just did. That is super, super adorable with a little mini coat hanger. Little gowns on that. That is so cute. I like the way we did this one together. This one looks really good. I mean, I like them all, but I think this is really cute. So I have a lot more coming up. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more like this, please like, comment, and leave me a comment below what you would be interested in, what themes. If you have any ideas you would like me to try out for you guys to see if it works, leave that down there too. I might try to get around to do something like that as well. And I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you in my next video, and talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.